It's always good to win. Those guys were up by like 26 or something versus North Florida the other day. It was a pretty good team. They beat us last year at their place. They're very well coached. They know what they're doing. So it was good to get off to a good start in that game. Positives in the game, offensively, we got the free throw line a ton. So we shot 41 free throws. You're not going to lose many games when you do that, and you shoot a reasonable percentage from the free throw line. Other positive, we held them to 32% from the field shooting, which is a major positive. You're not going to lose many games when you do that. But you are going to lose a lot of games when the other team shoots 33 free throws. And so I think that the game was called very tight both ways. We took advantage on the offensive end. We got to be a little smart on the defensive end. We got to make them earn their points. They can't earn 26 of their points at the free throw line. And so that's what we got to improve on. So that was what I saw. But the good part is when we didn't foul them, we stopped them from missing shots, and we took advantage of getting right down there and getting fouled ourselves.
Questions? Yeah. Lucas had, off the bench, 9 points. How important is that just to have these players step up?
Lucas is a really good player, and so all of our freshmen, Riley, Alan Spack, Lucas Walls, and Joshua Holloway are really good players. I think that they'll go down here for 4 years as the all-time winningest players in school history when they graduate, and that's my goal for those guys. They're playing behind some seniors, so their job is when they get in there, they got to take advantage of the minutes they get. Lucas had a game where he didn't play as much as Riley. Riley didn't play as much as the other two tonight. That can flip every single game. But I enjoy watching our freshmen. They play with confidence, and they work hard. And I can tell you this, they all three in time can be all-league players in this league multiple years in a row if they keep working very hard. So they just got to stay the course like all freshmen. I looked at something the other day. Nick Saban was talking about freshmen. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was like I had one person ask me, and they talk about the draft combine when these guys were juniors and they're going to get drafted. I've never had one person from any NFL organization ask me how much do they play as a freshman. They want to know how they developed, how good they became as they matured. And so that's kind of our goal for those guys. But they keep playing like that, their minutes are going to continue to increase, and we're going to need them to keep playing like that. He's much better handling the basketball and playing on the perimeter and shooting the ball. We all knew he was a great athlete, but could be rugged on the perimeter. Now he can handle it. He can shoot it. You saw him. He brought it down the floor and brought it up 80 feet, went down there, got fouled. He's long. He's tough. I think, he really hasn't even played as well as I've seen him play in practice at times. So I think this game experience, he's going to start getting into that game flow a little more and more. You're going to see him really have some great games. RJ is just such a great player. Some games he'll score 3 points and he can dominate a game. He never complains. We know obviously as we go more and more into get to conference play, he's going to have to play more and more. But he just makes the right play. Tonight that was making shots, but he over and over makes the right play. You got Jermaine Marshall here. He had 20 points and 4 rebounds, but one statistical measure that's not going to show up. This is one of, you don't see this very often. He drew 11 fouls in the game. That's a big deal. And he does that a lot where he puts other team in foul trouble. That's why he's such a tough cover. And when somebody shoots 16 free throws in a game, that's pretty tough. And that shows the toughness of a player is when you have that, that's what you can rely on, is getting to the free throw line. And people talk about what's the best way to win basketball games is to get to the free throw line because you're fouling the other team out, you're getting easy points, and you're setting up your defense. And when you put 11 fouls on the other team, it makes life easier for everybody else because now everyone's in foul trouble and they can't touch you. So that was a massive stat in the game. Yeah, he's explosive. He's our best creator off the dribble, and he's only a freshman. And the thing about Josh is, Josh never the stage is never going to be too big for him. Like that's what most of the time that is for most freshmen. Josh thinks he could play on an NBA floor right now, and it wouldn't faze him one bit. One thing about Josh that's massively positive, he loves playing basketball. Like he just loves to play. Like he would hoop for 10 hours a day and love every second of it. Like he loves practice. He loves being out there. He's got a smile on his face. It's just so fun for him. But he's got to tighten up there and not have a little too much fun there the last minute 30 of the game. And that's what we got to correct, okay? Because it's not fun when we're goofing off out there, shooting shots behind our head when we can face that lead out. And I love him to death. I think he's going to be one of the best players to ever play here. And he's a special, special talent. You don't find someone that is that athletic, 45-inch vertical, that good with the ball, but that good of vision. He sees the floor so well. And so, I mean, we've seen him do crazy things with his athleticism, but to be able to get in there and find other guys, that's fun. And that's probably the biggest deal with this team compared to the teams I've coached here the past 3 years. This team is looking to make more passes. They have better passers. And that will translate more as we keep going into league play when defense is locked down and you can't just completely ISO. You got to have guys that see the game. And I really think this team and this guard play more than any team that I've had here. They see the game the right way. And when we start shooting the ball the way I know we're capable of, we'll be a really tough guard.
Feeling good. Just really trying to get the team involved. I know what I can do. Just really trying to we got new guys, a lot of new faces. So just trying to get everybody touches and make sure everybody get comfortable, prepare us for a conference. Of course, as one of the leaders on the team, me, Rylan, I feel like Troy as well, we all do a good job. Make sure everybody touching ball, trying to find the mismatches, find a hot hand. I feel like we do a good job on that. So just really just trying to share the ball and make sure everybody can eat. I mean, it's always good seeing my boy. He's been working hard, been there with me every step of the way. So it's good seeing him. Definitely, he got me hyped when I got the and one and shook his hand on the baseline. So that was my first. I just got them shoes and they didn't feel weird. They just felt weird on my feet. So I was like, it's time for a change. Yeah, it's a little sore, but I know they can't guard me. I'm too strong, so I kind of like prepare myself mentally before that. Like, you're going to get fouled, so they trying to like get you out your game. So just stay patient, just go down there and knock the free throw down.
Yeah, is that because of your football background? You feel more comfortable? I'm just going to go in
Of
there.
course,
I don't
of
care what
course.
happens, I'm going there push forward.
Of course, I play defense on football, so definitely love contact. I mean, it's important in anybody game, guard or big, but in order to like draw those fouls, you need to be able to go down and knock the free throw down. So I feel like that was a big part of my game going in there, and my teammates believe in me. Even though I missed like 3 in a row, they believe in me. They're like, man, you're gonna make the next one. So shout out to them for believing in me.